have to adjust a little bit. That was fun.
Yes.
I love that. That's my favorite song.
No way.
It's
I don't know
totally
that.
my favorite song.
That's cool.
Yeah.
We are so blessed.
We are
We are so blessed.
Woo!
I'm talking to people about who we are as a community. I tell them that we are a community that want together in love. And we are. Happy Friendship Sunday.
Yeah.
Yesterday was International or National Sun's Day. You know, I don't have a calendar that shows all that stuff, so I depend on people that post it on. Are in the know better than me, and they post it on Facebook, and I saw that and I go, oh, I got 2 sons. I need to post pictures. What a beautiful walk down memory lane, because I posted some pictures of them when they were villains. And now they're 6'6" and 6'4". I'm short. I can't even wear heels, and they're both taller than me. So today they can still be taller than me. I love it. Yeah. We can stay separated by fear and distrust, or we can choose friendship. We can choose love. That's the true magic. That's a quote from My Little Pony. Bill, hello. I know you're watching this on live stream. Bill's not feeling well this morning. He had a scratchy throat. He didn't want to come in case it was something. So thank you, Bill. And you know, I always like to throw in those quotes by Dr. Seuss. It's the first time I've used My Little Pony. Because I said that we want to get back to that pure place of love where we were born. We were born into love, and we learn to not be loved without our life. So I think when we use those quotes for children's stories, it can help bring us back into that childlike wonder and that state of pure love. Because friendship is a magical thing. It has the power to bring us so much joy, comfort, and support in life. Friendship can help shape us into better versions of ourselves. I am better for the friends that I have. I'm a better person for the friendships that I have. Friendships are one of life's greatest gifts. Friends provide us with companionship, support, and shared experience that enrich our lives and help us to become those best versions of ourselves. We have an innate desire to connect with others in our life. So friends, maybe sometimes they're family and maybe they're not. But true friends, friendship is one of life's greatest things. Like that song our voices sing sometimes about expecting great things. Expect great things in our lives. I believe that friendship is one of those great things we're blessed to experience in our life. True friends are rare and oh so precious. I read a study that said most people have 10 friends. I think that number's a little high. Or maybe I'm just more discerning in my definition of friend. But we all have so many acquaintances. And quite a few people that we're friendly with. Friends. You are blessed if you have one good friend in your life. And you are exponentially blessed if you have 3 or more. So if you have those 10 close, good friends, more power to you, and I'm going to meet you. A true friend will help you manifest your dreams by providing support when you need it most, offering advice when you need help making decisions, and standing by your side no matter what. You know, my dad was my decision maker helper. And when you talked about your mom being a business owner and having a checking account as a woman business owner, I totally can resonate with that. Because as a young business owner and entrepreneur, I went to my bank for a loan. I went to my banker and said, hey, I just got a contract to do service work for Walmart, and I want to cover all the southeastern United States with them. So I want to buy 3 service vans, and I want to hire some new employees. And he said, well, okay, so I showed him my little business plan that I've written up, because I've been in business, for a little while, not very long, 4 months or 5 months, and, which is not very long for a small business. But, I thought, hey, I'm doing good. So I was doing service work for a small grocery store chain that ended up being quite a big regional chain. And so then when I got the contract though to do the Walmarts, so when I went in to talk to my banker, he said, well, this all looks good, Kim. Because he had been my banker since I was little. I go into the bank with Dad and Mom, go into the bank, and, he opened up my first checking account when I went away to college. And so I knew him on a first-name basis. His name was George. And he said, why don't you bring Daddy in, and we'll talk about it. So I had to take my dad in to co-sign for me for that loan. But I took that loan out, bought those 3 vans, and, Daddy went with me. We went to an AT&T auction, about old telephone vans, and which are still pretty good vans, We bought those vans. I did logoed them up with mine. And then when I went back, because now, I've grown my business. I've got 37 employees. I'm working for Walmart and Target and AutoZone and Lowe's and Home Depot, all in the southeast, covering the whole southeastern, east of the Mississippi and south of the Mason-Dixon line for all those companies. So I went back to George and I said, George, I would like to have a small business loan. I'm going to expand even more. And he said, well, Kim, why don't you bring your daddy? And I said, hey, George, I think if I was my brother standing here, you wouldn't ask my brother to come down here. Yeah. And I owned this loan, and I paid it back according to the terms, even before the terms. And now I have even more contracts. I've grown my business and sat down and talked to him about how I've grown my business. And he said, well, you're absolutely right. If you were your own brother, I would not make you have that come in. So we're going to go ahead and do this. But true friends, they help you manifest those dreams by providing support when you need it most, offering that advice. The real magic of friendship. True friends always want what's best for you. They're always the happiest for you. Maybe even happier than you are yourself for you. When you get that car that you've been dreaming about having, and you go in the lot and you get it out, and that friend is the first one you drive up to show them, I've got this car, and they know how long you've been wanting it, they're happier than you are that you got that car. Or you get that promotion that you worked so hard for. Your best friend, that friend is so happy for you, so excited. They're the happiest one who celebrates your victories and your triumphs in this life with never a hint of jealousy. They celebrate your happiest moments with you with never a hint of jealousy. That's magic, and that's a friend. True friends also hold you to the truth. I mean the truth. Not just your truth you want to be, or that truth you're trying to show the world about yourself. I'm talking about the truth. They tell you when you're wrong. They tell you when you're getting a little full of yourself. They don't let you gloss it over. They encourage you to speak your truth, live in your truth. They stand up to you, and they hold you accountable. That's what true friends do for you. Talking to a friend just yesterday, I was reminded of the Cherokee story of a grandfather with his grandson. Young boy came to his grandfather, filled with anger because he felt an injustice had been done to him by one of the other boys. The grandfather said, I too have felt anger. That's something somebody did to me. And I've even experienced hate for those who took from me. But hate wears you down. And that hate doesn't do anything to your enemy. it only hurts you. Hate is like drinking poison and hoping your enemies will die. You're just hurting yourself. The grandfather said, I have a fight going on inside me. It's like taking place between two wolves. One is evil, he's always angry and always filled with hate and ready to fight for no reason at all. He accepts every invitation to a fight. These are negative emotions, anger and envy and sorrow, resentment, guilt, pride, ego. The grandfather looked at the grandson and went on. And the other wolf is good, lives in harmony with everyone. This wolf embodies our positive emotions: joy, peace, love, hope, serenity, kindness, faith, and compassion. Both wolves are fighting to the death to see who wins. And the same fight that's going on inside me is going on inside of you and going on inside of you. Every single one of us have that fight going on inside of us. The grandson took a moment to reflect on that. And then he looked up at his grandfather and said, which wolf will win? And the grandfather said, the one you feed. The one you feed.
Oh.
That's good.
The magic of friendship is that a friend will let you know when you're letting the bad wolf get the upper hand. They won't stir the pot. They won't egg you on when something negative happens in your life. They'll calm you and help you find harmony and help you find balance. They'll encourage you to find a peaceful resolution rather than get into drama. And they will remind you to take a breath. To take a breath when you feel challenged, to allow yourself the space to respond rather than react. Give yourself that breath. If you have people in your life you refer to as friends, and they're stirring that drama pot, you might consider limiting your time with those people, spending less and less time with them. Because as you gain altitude in your life while climbing that mountain to reach your dreams, there will be people that can't take the altitude. Maybe people you call friends, and they're going to fall away because they just can't take the altitude. They no longer resonate with you. You've passed them by. You've reached a higher vibration. You're at a higher frequency. And if your altitude is giving them an attitude and they are envious rather than happy for you, you just have to leave them right on down there with that attitude while you reach the altitude that is for you to reach. One of the universal laws is that you get to choose. It's always your choice. Choosing to be happy. Choosing to be calm. Choosing to be peaceful. When you wake up each morning, it's a fresh start. It's a new day. Every single day you get to choose. So if you get a little off kilter, out of alignment, and you get a little mired down in that mud, you get a little mired down in that mud of misery, of grief, of anger. Guess what? When you wake up in the morning, you get to choose all over again how that day is going to be. And me, I can tell you, I'm going to choose a happy day, a fun day, an exciting day. Because it really is your choice. You have the power, unless you give it away to somebody else. Hold your power. Keep your power. It's your choice. And by that same universal law, you can also choose to have a defeated day, rife with problems and drama and disappointment, filled with resentment, regret, and anger. So which will you choose? Which wolf will you feed? Last week I spoke to you about self-love. We are not defined by what we do. What you do for a living, a lot of people allow that to define them. What you do is not what defines you. How you treat yourself and how you treat others is what defines you. You are defined by the choices you choose to make in life. So choose to live in the center of yourself with self-love and self-mastery. Be grounded and be centered. I like to tell people to be grounded in Mother Earth, Goddess, and be centered in Father Sky and God. Be grounded and be centered. Together, grounded and centered. Grounded in love and kindness, centered in knowledge and wisdom. Everyone wants to live life in a way that fulfills the highest expression of themselves. We all do. Everyone wants that. And everyone feels that. But not everyone knows how to. You're just not quite sure how to break that wall and break into the reality to live life as the best of yourself. Being in alignment with Source. That's how. When you're in alignment with Source, nothing's going to stop you. So the way is to be in alignment with God. As you are present with each moment, present and aligned with Source energy, you will begin living life as your highest expression of yourself. You will be gaining altitude. You stay in faith and know that all happens for your good. I don't care what happens. It's all coming for your good. In divine time and divine order. Because I've had things in my life that happened, and at the time I thought they were devastating. I thought, man, that's the worst thing that can happen. In business and also in personal life. When I lost a key employee, and I thought, man, that's the worst thing that can happen. Less than a month down the road, something happened that made me full of gratitude that that person was no longer in my life. You know? Because God knows everything. He sees it all. He's going to put it all right for you. Whether you see it or not, don't think you need to micromanage it because you don't. You just need to let it be the way it is. For there are infinite possibilities and endless opportunities. And the universe will bring to you the right people at the right time to manifest and realize your dreams. Uh-huh. The universe, God, will bring you the perfect person and people among the 8 billion people in the world. How awesome is that? That out of 8 billion people in the world, God knows the people you're going to need in order to fulfill your destiny. And Source knows all. God will put those people right in your path at just the right place, at just the right time, to fulfill your greatest and highest expression of yourself. We call it plan. It can only be divine order. Be expecting it. Expect those great things to happen to you. Expect great things, and the universe will conspire to bring it right to you. When life happens, because we all know life happens, that's who you want by your side. That's who you want in your corner, that magical, true friend. Just like My Little Pony, that magical rainbow-tailed freedom. That you can go play 18 holes of golf, and at that time she is your spiritual leader, just as much as you are her spiritual leader. It's an amazing experience. So let me share this story with you. It's not my story. Another minister shared it with me. There was a kindergarten teacher who tried a self-esteem building exercise with her students. She said to her class, anyone who thinks they're dumb, stand up. Because she knew no one would stand up. She was going to be able to say, see, nobody is dumb. You're all so smart. But just about the time she was about to say that, little Johnny stood up. And then she thought to herself, okay, now I'm going to I don't think anybody's going to stand up. So she looked at him and she said, Johnny, do you really think you're done? Johnny shook his hand and he said, no, ma'am, but I just hated to see you standing up there by yourself. The wisdom of the youth. Thank you. Now that little Johnny, he's going to make a great friend. I want to feel like Johnny.
That's cute. That's cute.
True friends always wants what's best for you. They're always the happiest one who celebrates your victories and your triumphs. They're ready to climb that mountain with you. They reach the altitude without the attitude. With a true friend by your side, you can feel more empowered to manifest your dreams into reality because they provide a sense of security and reassurance that everything's going to turn out okay no matter what. When my boys were younger, I used to have a refrigerator magnet on the refrigerator for them that said, it'll be okay. If it's not okay, it's not the end. It'll be okay. It's not okay yet, it's not the end. Keep going. Keep going. With a strong friendship by your side, you have someone to remind you of why you started chasing your dreams in the first place. They keep you on track. They keep you responsible. Friends offer comfort, guidance, and reassurance, motivating us to make those positive changes in our lives so that we can reach our fullest potential. Friends invest in you. They want to know what they can do for you and what they can give of themselves to you. Those are your friends, those people that are investing from themselves into you. Those are friends. And those who are the takers, those who are always taking from you, stirring the pot around you, giving you attitude, oh, those are not friends. Those are just acquaintances. And from the Bible and Scripture, in Thessalonians, it says, friends encourage us to our highest good. Friends encourage us to our highest good. True friends keep you grounded and keep you centered. True friends scale the heights and stand with you up there on that summit. We can stay separated by fear and distrust, or we can choose friendship. We can choose love, and that's true magic. And so it is. And so it is.